Hey, welcome into the round pen today with Duke. This will be part 2 on what I hope will be many parts on educating him on his journey toward becoming a cowboy racing horse. I've had him a couple of weeks now, and he probably gets worked about 10 minutes a day, 3 or 4 times a week. And what I thought I'd show you today is how to teach your horse to be led properly. And I did have to teach this to him. You could lead him a little bit, but he wasn't just real good at it. And so kind of just had to get it a little bit better. First thing is, you want your halter to be adjusted properly. I want you to notice that I have the halter tight enough that it's coming right underneath behind into his throat here. This strap is not hanging down here. The reason for that is when you pull, you want the pressure to be under here more than it is on his pole. Okay, if your halter is adjusted properly, whether it's rope or web, either one, it should come up under his jaw like that, or I'm sorry, under his throat. Okay, so we call it leading, we don't call it pulling. There's a big difference, and this is how I taught it to him. He should be pretty good at it today, but this is how I taught it to him. I'll get him over here by the fence, okay, and put just a little bit of pressure on that halter rope, just a little. And kind of my body's saying, come on, let's go. So in the beginning, he was making me drag him. And then what I did was I just reached around, tapped him on the butt with the tail end of that stick like that, said, come on, let's go, okay? And then same thing to get him to trot. I'm gonna add the cluck, and I'll trot off, and he's trot off with me. And he kind of got a little excited. And you wanna do this going both directions. You'd be surprised how many people only lead their horse from the left. They never lead their horse from his offside, and you need to do it from both sides. So I'm going to turn around, and he's not quite as good on this side. Give him the cue, just gently put a little pressure on that halter rope, and ask him to walk off. And in the beginning he didn't, and I'd reach around and just tap him gently on the behind and say, come on, let's go. See, you want to be able to lead your horse. Let's see if we can go across the middle here. You want to be able to lead your horse with an open hand, like that. If you can't, he's not really broke to lead, he's broke to pull. So that's kind of like the beginning of how to do that, and then you'll get your horse where he'll just follow with you, which is what you want. See, I didn't actually pull on him. He just followed me, and that's what you want. And the other thing I've been working on with him, and again, these is just real short little sessions. Move your shoulder over. You can do this without the stick, actually. And so move your shoulder this way. Now yield that hindquarters. Move the shoulder this way. Good. Now yield those hindquarters. Good. Good. Now back up. And I want this to be nice and soft and smooth and not real exciting. That's pretty nice. So if this were a baby foal, I would have taught all of this to that baby foal by the time it was probably 5 or 6 weeks old. And you can do this same thing with any horse of any age, but he's coming along pretty nicely, so stay tuned on Educating Duke.